Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to the next episode of Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice as we talk about everything that has happened in the past week for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Of course, today is going to be all about the Fan First Friday event that we just had here today on July 2nd, which has revealed 5 more figures for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. So, let's go ahead and get right on into it. So today's Fan First Friday, I think, was pretty exciting overall. Now, while all the products that they showed off were things that we had talked about here on Lightning Storm for months, of course, but still, we got to see them here. One leaked out prior to the event, in terms of like actual pictures leaking out of it, but then the other 4, we did not get pictures leaked out beforehand, and that was, of course, Wave 10. So, the event kicked off with information about 2 upcoming events that Hasbro, specifically the Power Rangers team, is going to be involved in, and that is the Power Month event that we've been talking about here ever since it was first announced during the Fan Fest in April, when they showed off that whole thing, said that it was coming out in August, and it's almost August. We are already in July, which is crazy. And then also this past week it was announced that there's going to be Hasbro Pulsecon again. So Hasbro Pulsecon happened last September, the last weekend of September, and is to this day the day that we got the most Lightning Collection figures revealed ever in one event, which was 10 figures on that day. And so that event will be happening again this fall. No specific dates just yet, but Power Rangers is going to be participating, and they will have an exclusive of some kind for the event that was likely supposed to be originally for SDCC 2021, just like last year with Lord Drakkon Evolution 3, where that was supposed to be SDCC 2020 and then got pushed to 2020, to the Pulsecon 2020. So, not much to say about Pulsecon, but there is some stuff to say about Power Month, which I'll save for the end, because while they name dropped it at the beginning, they gave more details about it at the end. So let's go ahead and get right on into with the reveals, which was Wave 10. So we had already known the lineup of Wave 10 ever since last week, when Amazon Australia spilled the beans with it. And last weekend's episode of Lightning Storm, I broke down what you guys could expect the figures to come with, and yep, 100% what I had said last weekend, but they look fantastic. So the first figure they showed off was Dino Charge Green, Riley Griffith, our 87th figure in the Lightning Collection here, sharing the same exact body mold as Dino Charge Black, Gold, and Red that we've had previously. He does have a properly painted belt buckle, which is more accurate now. Obviously, it's accurate to how Tyler had it. I still don't know why Chase from last year didn't have an accurate paint on the buckle, but at least Riley gets it correct. I can definitely appreciate that. He has his Dino Charge Morpher and Dino Saber. He has the same effect piece, from what I can tell, that Dino Charge Red had all the way back in Wave 1, but this time it is the first time we are getting it in green. So I think that looks pretty sweet there, and I'm definitely looking forward to having that in a new color. He also does have hands without the silver paint on the little cuffs there, which Tyler had that, Chase did not, Ivan didn't, so I didn't think Riley was going to have it either. I'm just happy Riley has the correct belt buckle paint, so I'll take what I can get with it, you know? It is what it is. But they revealed the second figure in the wave is in Space Pink, so we are going to be getting Cassie here, which, shout out to my friend Lon's Toys, Chris Lon, from my live stream reaction. He said that the Cassie head sculpt looks a lot like Miranda Cosgrove as Carly from iCarly. It does. It really does, in my opinion, as well. And a lot of people are making jokes about that there. I mean, it does look like Cassie, but I definitely get a lot more Miranda Cosgrove than I do from Cassie. But, you know, it's whatever. Now, she does share the same body mold as Ashley from Wave 6, although for whatever reason, even though Ashley here has the light on the shoulders, it doesn't look like Cassie has that. Now, granted, the figures that John is holding up on the live stream are still technically prototypes, but I'm not expecting that to be fixed. So it's just going to be some really weird team inconsistency, but that's what Hasbro's pretty much known for at this point with Lightning Collection, with team inconsistencies. So, I don't know. It still looks pretty solid. She has the Astro Blaster. She has the Satellite Stunner, which does have a really cool looking unique effect piece. So Ashley and Cassie both had really cool unique effect pieces for their weapons. And I think that's really, really cool. So, I love it. And so there's Cassie. To go along with her is, of course, my most anticipated figure from the wave, one of my all-time favorite Ranger designs, and is being labeled as in space. I know a lot of people were saying, oh, that's probably just some error on Amazon Australia. No, he's being labeled as in space. They introduced him as in space Phantom Ranger. So Phantom Ranger is here, which is perfect timing since Frank Gogel's Edge of Darkness comic just came out this past Wednesday. It looks so good. This is obviously where a lot of the budget of the wave is going in here. The other 3 figures are all reused molds, reused weapons, and stuff like that, so they really probably were able to pour a lot of the budget into him. He's going to have the Turbo Navigator weapon, which is finally the payoff for the teaser picture from the May 14th Fan First Friday. So if you're wondering what that was leading to when they teased that, that was this. So now both of our teases, the May 14th Fan First Friday tease of the Turbo Navigator, which is for Phantom, and the June 11th Fan First Friday, which had the COG artwork tease for the PMC announcement of the COG 2-pack. Those 2 teases are now done. We have what they were teasing. There is a 3rd tease, though, which we'll get to at the end of this video here. But Phantom looks fantastic. He has that. He has 2 effect pieces, one for the blaster and one for the power ruby on his chest. Really, really cool. I like that they included that little detail there. I can't wait to get this figure here. He looks really good. And to round out the wave and to round out our Zeo team, figure number 90, Zeo Yellow. So we are going to be finally getting Tanya here in the wave here. So pretty much she's just using the same female body mold as Kat from the GameStop 2-pack does, as you assume that she would. She does have her nunchuck weapons, which look really nice. They're like flexible and everything too, so really cool that they're able to include that in there. The same Zeo blaster and saber that we've had with all the other Zeo Rangers. Her effect piece is going to be the little blast effect from the blaster, which we've had before. And I think the Tanya head here looks really, really solid. I think that they really nailed it here. It's definitely, in my opinion, the best of the head sculpts in the wave, with hers looking the best, Cassie's looking whatever, but kind of funny, and then Riley's not really looking too much like Riley, but, you know, it's kind of a hit or miss with these head sculpts. Sometimes they really nail it, sometimes they just kind of get it a little weird and off, you know. But yeah, the Tanya one looks really good here. Now, looking at the pictures, she is going to have silver trim around the the lines in the visor. So blue, green, pink, and yellow all have silver trim. Tommy, as red, has the accurate white trim. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but it's just odd, whatever, that Tommy gets it. But, you know, he's Tommy, so, you know. So, yeah, that's Wave 10. So, Wave 10, the time you're watching this video, Wave 10, is up for pre-order now. Now, I'm going to put here up on the screen because right now it is 12:54 a.m., or 12:54 a.m., 12:54 p.m., which means the pre-orders go live in 6 minutes. So I'm going to have to pause this recording and go get them. But I will put up here on the screen the price points, which I assume will be the upped price of $22.99, the release dates, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, that'll be, you'll see it. It'll be right here on the screen. Look at that. Whoa, look, it costs that much and it comes out then? Whoa. I love these days. I'm hyped. But that's not all they had to show. No, it was not. iGuy, figure number 91, the final reveal of the day here. Monsters Wave 2, we thought was gone at this point. It is gone, technically, but we are getting iGuy here. So iGuy, I guess, was salvaged from Monsters Wave 2. So we had codes for him a long time ago, back in December, for him and Piranha's head, which was supposed to be Wave 2 of the monsters. They disappeared, they popped up on Amazon, nothing was happening, you know. But then, like an hour before the live stream was supposed to happen, this French retailer leaked the photos of iGuy here, and then he was announced as the final reveal of the day here. Interestingly enough, I did post a video on Twitter, which I will go ahead and just put the video in here. Hey guys, ready for a conspiracy? So here's the back of iGuy's box. See how he just has the product number down there by himself? Here's the back of King Sphinx's box. Product number, and the F0292 is the assortment for the monster figures. Standalone numbers mean standalone figures. So maybe Monsters Wave 2 hasn't been resurrected, but maybe he's just been saved from the line that is actually canceled. But it doesn't look like he's actually going to be a part of a wave. So as you can see, he has a different product number and is not associated with a actual assortment of the monster figures. So I'll dive more into this in next week's episode of Lightning Storm, kind of talk about what is happening, because today is really talking about the reveals, the new news, and the next one will kind of be what I like to do, where the dust settles and we talk about it more. But something weird is happening with those. Right now, I'm waiting for the pre-order to go live because I'm very curious what he's going to be coded as, because I'm curious if he's still going to be coded under what he was before, which was SREI guy, or if he's under a new code or something, because his product number changed, so maybe something else changed with him too. But nonetheless, we are getting him, so I'm happy that he's releasing. I was hoping that, that those weren't like permanently canned. No sign of Piranha's head yet, unfortunately, but at least we do have iGuy coming out here. He is going to be, I assume, in the $30 price range, which I guess could be like $32.99 now or something if they up the price on those too. But he's going to be a much bigger figure, way too big. He's even bigger than Keen Sphinx, which was really already too big there. So this is just kind of absolutely ridiculous, but it is what it is with that. I do think that the sculpting looks really, really good. I love the fact that you can close his like center eye. That's really cool. I think they didn't paint every single eye, but I think they painted a pretty good amount of them. And it's $12.57. I gotta go pre-order stuff. All right, we're back. I got them all. All right, so Wave 10 and iGuy are now up for pre-order here at Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, Amazon, Pulse, all that stuff. None of them are exclusive to any store, so that's cool. So we got some more details on that now that they are up on pre-order here. So obviously I would have already shown the pictures, the prices, and all that stuff there. Wacky release dates. I did not know about those when I said it a couple minutes ago. But yeah, January and April for these. On Pulse says January, Amazon says April, Entertainment Earth says January. Very, very strange. They should definitely be out in 2021. The listings for Wave 10 originally showed them as September 1st releases. So, in fact, I'm expecting 2 more waves this year. This wave and Wave 11. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I mean, obviously they're going to come out earlier than January. Lightning Collection waves always do come out earlier than they're supposed to, so we'll see. They painted a pretty good amount of his eyes. Obviously, they weren't going to paint every single one of them, but I can take what we can get with it. I really like that he has his like singular like main eye that he can like have float around on its own. I think that looks really cool. You get this nice little stand with an effect piece and stuff for it, and like an effect that can either go like in the middle of the main eye or on the figure itself in like his main eye. And I love that you can close his little eye. It's so cool. But yeah, I think iGuy looks pretty solid overall here. But yeah, he's the lone monster to show up from the Monsters Wave 2 listings. Now, something I was able to finally confirm with the pictures and everything going live at 1 is that iGuy has a new code name and a new product number like I discussed. But his new code name is PRG-BLT-OCT, which OCT is the code name for the monster line, Charlie Magne. Now, I don't know why, but a couple days ago on GameStop's website, Wednesday night, the Charlie Magne code popped up, and so that made me think that it was going to show up here at the FanFest Friday. I would have never thought it was going to be iGuy here, but where is that listing for PRG-BLT SREI guy from December, which was part of Monsters Wave 2, but it looks like Monsters Wave 2 has just been scrapped, maybe. It looks like that's the case here, and iGuy got recoded, reproduct numbered, and now is out here. So, very weird. I don't even know if the barcodes match. I'll go check that part here in a second, and then I can put it on screen. I'll just put text if it does or not, but very odd. But yeah, that's it for figure reveals. So that brings our grand total of Lightning Collection figures from 86 was where the Zeo Cogs left us off at, and so now we are up at 91 Lightning Collection figures, which brought me great joy to hear that in the final part of what they discussed today, they discussed this after the tease, but I'll save the tease for the end of the video here. They discussed that in Power Month, they kind of broke down how this was going to work here finally. So, Power Month starts on August 1st, which makes sense, and there is going to be Power Rangers product reveals every week in the month of August. Now, they didn't specify if that would be, Lightning Collection reveals every single week, but obviously there's a lot of codes and stuff out there that really could be the case here. But Emily really made me proud. If you guys know, if you follow me on Lightning Fig PR on Twitter, I always post like a big group checklist photo of everything in the Lightning Collection for figures, and I always state exactly how many figures there are on the line. I just love keeping track of that, and we were really getting close, and we still are, to figure number 100. And Emily specifically mentioned at the end of the live stream that they are aware of that, and that figure number 100 was going to be revealed during the Power Month celebration. So that confirms to us that we are going to be getting at least 9 Lightning Collection figure reveals at some point during the month of August. Between all the different weeks, we will have 9 more Lightning Collection figures to be announced next month. 2 Brinos at least to figure 100. I would not be surprised if we go above that. Now, I hope figure 100 is something special. I know a lot of people are expecting maybe metallic armor white, since it's the last metallic armor we need, and white was the first figure in the line, so it'd be kind of a cool way to celebrate that. I think that would be a perfect choice. But I'm just really happy that they actually acknowledge that they are also keeping track of the product numbers, or the number of figures, because I felt like I was the only one. And also, I guess that confirms that they watch my stuff, if they actually are also keeping track of the numbers. So yeah, that's really, really cool. And I can't wait to see figure 100. Now, interestingly enough, they did not say anything. Well, they did, but they didn't reveal the Astronema and Ecliptor 2-pack for some reason. So those are not included in the numbers. So let me just make that really clear. While we have clearly seen that 2-pack, and it feels like we've seen it for so long at this point, it has not yet been revealed. So it is not considered part of the 91 figures. So technically, we're at 93 figures because we know for absolute certainty that that 2-pack isn't going to exist. But it hasn't been revealed yet, so technically we're just at 91 right now, not 93. So 91 is where we're at. We're waiting for number 100. Now, they really weirdly danced around the Astronema Ecliptor 2-pack. They basically, at the beginning of the event, said it was happening. Obviously it's happening, but like they basically said it exactly. And I'll play a little clip here.
You know, it almost feels like there's potential to do even more Astronema, or even other big villains from in space. I mean, there's lots of them to choose from, but, you know, one comes to mind. It would be great to see that, you know, maybe for Power Month.
But they fell so short of just saying it. So I don't know. I don't know what, you know, the actual official day that they plan on revealing that, but I expect sometime in August. So, yeah, that was it for the Fan First Friday. But we had the tease. So for the third time in a row, for the third Fan First Friday in a row, we do finally have another new tease here. And this time, instead of just the weapon, which was Phantom Rangers, or just the art for the cogs, we have a whole silhouette of a figure. So here's the silhouette right here. It's a Ninjetti figure. So we can tell just by the silhouette. We can also look at the picture of Ninjetti suits from MMPR. It will be a Ninjetti figure of some kind, which makes a lot of sense. If you remember and have been following this series here, last April with the whole Fan Fest thing, we had those Target listings, or those Toys R Us Canada listings that would translate to Target ones here in the US. And one of them, which came from D-Walls Epicalls on Twitter, one of them was 6-inch Ninjetti. So I'm using context clues, pretty sure that Ninjetti listing that will be at Target here in the US is likely at Target in the US, corresponds to the silhouette of the Ninjetti figure that they showed off today. So I imagine that's another Power Month reveal of some kind. These teasers have been paying off pretty quickly, actually. I mean, I know Phantoms, I guess, took like, 5 weeks to pay off, and the Cogs took a week to pay off, so I'm sure we'll see it in Power Month here. But yes, just looking at the silhouette, and also the fact that we have listings to back it up, it will be a Ninjetti figure of some kind. I don't know who or how that's going to work. If it's just one Ninjetti figure, it could be like multiples or something. But yeah, I guess we're doing that now. So we're about to finish the metallic armors whenever they get around to announcing white. So now we can do these versions of the MMPR Rangers. Yay! I mean, honestly, Ninjetti's in the show. If something's in the show, it's fair game to me. I want everything that's in the show, so. But that was it. That was the Power Rangers Fan First Friday for July 2nd here. I'm pretty hyped. I think Wave 10 looks really, really good. There obviously are those weird things. I know In Space Pink's helmet has some issues too. People are saying with the visor. I think the shoulder pads are worse than the visor problem, but maybe it'll be like Kai from Wave 9 and they'll fix it before it releases. If those release dates are anything to be believed, they're going to be out a long time from now, so we'll see. But yeah, that's all I got. So let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of the reveals for today's Fan First Friday? Did you like them? Were you expecting more? I know a lot of people want to see the TMNT stuff. I'm hoping that finally happens during Power Month, because when else would it? So I'm happy we have clarification on Power Month stuff. I'm happy that the wave looks great. I'm happy that, you know, iGuy didn't get canceled and thrown into an abyss somewhere. I'm pretty satisfied with this. I'm happy that we're doing more teasers and stuff. I'm really, really ecstatic that they're keeping track of the figure numbers like I am. That made my entire day. But yeah, that's all I got. So thank you all for watching. Of course, until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at LightningFigPR or at LivingRangerKey. I'll see you all next time in the next episode of Lightning Storm, where lightning always strikes twice.